If you get 2 passengers, we ask us say take me out for go na Duazak Junction. It go tell you say 7,000 or 10,000. Remember, or you get 2 people. Then what about bike now? We're in a 1 person in the take. So Lord be human enough. We serve the run this thing now for Lord, we get money. And we not the final end of transportation at this country. We say keke they go, we say they stop passenger, keke they drop us in a point, bike they take people. We not go look into all them things there where they can into play. We they get uninterrupted transportation. We not the only transportation, we not they sleep. Any hour we come on at Giti, they meet. People therefore rely on we. Any take it, then you also call Okada man. If you don't get a customer, call her. It can't pick you. So we will not deny say challenges they're not there. Then people are way come into bike riding. Now people we don't retired or the institution don't retire them. Now then people are we don't put together with it manage so across the country. We
where you don't know. You dey chop breakfast. You dey see pepper, my sister. You don't know who that for talk to.
Certain woman they didn't marry those all in the name of a recommendation from Paddy them. He make the man can choose say make him marry this woman.
Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationship.
You don't see where we gender they pretend for man. I'm just saying.
Of course.
You don't witness them.
Of course. It's horrible. Also, we just want to play entertaining and exciting games then. Shiny. How?
No, this na wrong.
No. Not forget the gist part. Of course, time Maggie get for the take place now.
Man, they where they pretend or they tend for make as if they don't change in the relationship. Now they attend the woman for very careful.
Always watch Girls Talk right here on Slik TV channel 37. Get a mind.
One thing you get for know as a partner when your man say they go out with his friends, it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Are you ready?
No go turn me back by this, puts me beef them all at tray. Never trust the mother man because some mother man betray. How you do? Feather cock, now you want for can betray. You be think the sun go shine, but anyway you can't betray. You no expect me flow. Paddy Mike, me na principal. Listen to me lectures and land, cause na digital. See you want can catch na me side. You miss you God, you listen to me flow. You want I they lock you.
All game fine, check me out, I am Rush. With or without soap, anyhow, I the brush. Esta me the batteries, you go left under like a
Cali flows them heavy, and Tetsi like I join Illuminati. I make plans, I make my time, I make my bills.
Me na giant for big na you true, not a walk. Cause God damn na me say, he let you make okay way. Not they ever reach me.
Ludicrous, no one can talk about my own discussion. I don't like trouble, I don't like compassion. When you see me, I got a little mission. Stay focused and I'm getting one bitch, then damn bitch. I ain't talking to a damn snitch. Now I stick me eye by you. Can't show you like man babu. Sister give me eye, I just the press Padina out for you. Just they hide me I swear to God, I know I with you for PlayStation. I control me my body and I his initials. This nigga can't rap, he's just smoke his vision.
I dey bully secret, don't tell me make a patient. Is how we pass the pain and they are past and not patient. One live a G life, not able parents.
Kick on a bully head and cut it throat. Man, I really mean a massacre. Rap no fit you kind, so change your job and stand for sell water. Now they feel me them way and drop with this na fresh Bobo run him out against me team, I bring like head faster. Rappers here not do, I need more rappers like the 85. Bring you which my rappers sweat the go party and 45. Blowing like the dynamite, shit is gangsta paradise.
Hello guys, it's CJ Mac, Afro beat artist from Freetown, Sierra Leone, on channel 37 Slik TV. I always they get a nice, so please make sure you watch channel 37 Slik TV all day, every day. It's the Marcus.
If I tell me
Hello, good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of Sports Updates with Christian Bami Stevens. Inside Sports Updates today, interestingly, the first news has to center around the Spanish national side, and it's like head coach for the Spanish women's national team. Remember, there is an ongoing scandal with regards to the Spanish FA itself again. So it's like the new post on the now that's now Monse Tomi for the defending champions winner Spain. Also, in another development, Man United finally don't get the signature of Sofiane Amrabat, and the player must sign a deal with the club until the end of the season. The player get for the number 4 jersey for the Red Devils. In another development, it was like Kasper Schmeichel, the former Leicester City title-winning goalkeeper, don't join Anderlecht on a 1-year deal after the goalkeeper be done left OGC Nice from France. Donny van der Beek also, it's like the player in stock them really is like it continues to fall down the pecking order as the player don't be left out of Man United and Champions League list for this particular season. And we're on international break, and it's like Gavi, the Spanish midfield sensation, is protecting his injured ear where we pick over the weekend. For Gavi itself again. And finally, inside sport updates today, Xabi Alonso inside Bayer Leverkusen, they are currently leading the Bundesliga. Going into the international break after scoring 19 goals in 4 games. So it's a very interesting one. But stay glued to this fine dial at exactly 11 a.m. this morning. We'll bring you more on this.
Good morning and welcome to ENT Balls. My name is Audra, and inside we ENT Balls for this morning. We start with what's happening internationally. We see say Nigerian singer when Rima don't finally confirm dating rumor with American singer Justin Sky, and the same lady be done date Wizkid before. It's like love happens and things happen anyways. Cameroonian rapper way named Kit237 don't cry out for help as fans them of Shei Vibes don't flood in DM with threatening remarks over the controversial Eddie's award. And the Big Brother Niger White Money Instagram account don't be hacked for the second time. Make onto the top 3rd spot on Apple Music Nigerian chart, and Black Bones also on the Eddies. He be react after he win in first award for his entire career, and he not able to maintain his excitement as he go on social media for declare himself an award-winning artist. Yvonne Nelson, wey na a Ghanaian actress, don't add a primary and junior high school to in daycare. Already you get a daycare for picking them now. A primary and a junior high school don't be added to that. Now to waiting to happen our local entertainment industry, we see say rapper Natasha Beckley don't disclose in plan for feed the less privilege for him birthday when this Friday where they come. And also Country Boss don't set for release a new album in collaboration with American-based label Winner Survival Records, and the album titled Rebirth. Country Boss, my name is Audra. Thank you for listening.
Are you a lady going through issues in a relationship?
When I go just sit on one old ex call where you don't know of.
You dey chop breakfast. you dey see pepper, my sister, you don't know who that for talk to.
Certain woman they didn't marry those all in the name of a recommendation from party them. He make the man can choose say make him marry this woman.
Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationship.
You don't see where we gender they pretend for man? I'm just saying.
Of course.
You don't witness them.
Of course.
It's horrible.
Also, we get for the play entertaining and exciting games them.
Chinese.
How?
No, this na wrong.
Not forget the gist part. Of course, time Maggie get for the take place now.
Man, they they pretend or they tend for make as if they don't change in the relationship. Now they attend the woman for very careful.
Always watch Girls Talk right here on Slik TV, channel 37. Get a mind.
One thing you get for know as a partner when you man say they go out with his friends, it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Are you ready?
No go turn me back on this.
Here in Freetown, and we're coming to you live from the studio here at Hill Court, Moshka in Freetown, and we're also live on Choice FM, also live on Slik TV, channel 37. A lot about the road traffic management, the police then concerns, the passenger then concerns them, and the bike and keke people them as well then concern. I mean, it's not like we are ignoring Puda or taxi, you know, we not feel bad. We are not ignoring una because I mean we also know say una self get to your own unique challenges them on the road. Una also get to your own problem them, like halfway, especially when I would come on Eastern. James, good morning.
Good morning, Jawad, and good morning, listeners.
Is that an experience you've gone through before?
Yes, of course. I mean, every Sierra Leonean don't go through. I mean, it's a lot of trouble. This morning, I see that, I don't know, based on experience with you the questionings with the drivers and all. Yeah, but these are important issues, definitely, especially the thing with traffic officers and all. I think especially with this instance where you could get more than 10 traffic officers now, one green location. And sometimes it's the traffic officers themselves who cause the traffic. And
what we see is, I don't think the more the merrier they work in that particular situation.
Exactly.
Because the more you get, the more confusion, the more chaos, and it becomes stop and start. And then sometimes at the past and some junction in the evening. And then because of how crowded they are, or how everybody they try for asserting authority, then they actually cause the traffic.
That is the thing actually. And as well, this the argument with regards the CBD area. I think the bike rider PROBD make a very salient point this morning. You cannot necessarily just say, okay, let all bikes avoid the CBD area, because necessarily you get people them sometimes. It's in instances of emergency.
You want come on law courts, you want kind of Pademba road courts.
Yes.
Now bike you rely on.
But because sometimes the traffic can be so crazy and them they beat you and all. I am all in for the safety, safety and regularization of the kind of bikes them where they ride. Maybe the point where the PROB they make this morning are something where the authorities them were responsible for that go and for pay some attention to, because last Jawad, there are still bikes running across the CBD.
That's true, but for waiting police they do as well, we I understand if accident and frequent now on a CBD with bikes them, because let's just also be honest as well, a lot of them as well are a bit lawless. We go also blame police, say, hey look, so accident and CBD with bikes them, what are police doing? So for them it's about preventing.
Yes,
that
but my point is it's not regularized, yeah, in all legal per se, law put and so. There is a ban on bikes riding around the CBD. It's been there, not so now we can't do it.
Yeah.
But notwithstanding that ban, they almost there you don't see hundreds of bikes where they ply the routes around the CBD area. So the point necessarily is that instead of you saying there is a ban and yet still you have those ones where they play favorites with, why not let's know that yes, there are certain bikes and they will get permission for ride around the CBD. And just like we say, these are the ones with the reflector and blah 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 and so on and so forth. So even me as passenger, I go no say, okay, well, this one I go able to take and go na CBD and I'm okay, because I've had an experience before. Yeah, I don't take a bike we can me go around town area, and just because it try for balance the police them and all, that man go round with me past 5 times around the place. At some point, I had to tell him, let me calm down. And even where they tell and say, okay, let me just stand on this bike for let even stop, it has to take him time. I had to jump down and stuff like that. So you have such instances. You get those ones where they ride around the city.
You get also situations as well where very fearful one who say police and they chase down.
Exactly.
Bikes.
Sometimes with these canes and all.
Yes, and which is also very dangerous.
And the question is, who are you really going to be beating? Is it the bike? Because now the passengers, you don't be. Imagine you take bike Jawad and police they run after you with cane and give you.
I know it won't be a beautiful scene. But let me just go straight to where the papers then they say. Global Times here the report. Morocco to open embassy in Sierra Leone. President Bill engaged Sierra Leoneans in Kenya. Robbery with aggravation, convict jailed 70 years. 341 wraps of kush tendered in court. Okay, this is some progress. Yes.
And here on A to Z newspaper, APC accepts to dialogue with government. That's according to the Executive Secretary of the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. And President Bio prioritizes food security, climate financing for Sierra Leone. And Sierra Leone's judiciary debunks rumors of partiality. 20 years jail slammed on jealous boyfriend for manslaughter. These are all the headlines on A to Z.
On our newspaper here this morning, AU, Commonwealth and ECOWAS to facilitate post-election arbitration in Sierra Leone. 8-year-old in desperate need of healthcare intervention. Solicitor General present compelling reason for continuing constitutional review.
And here on Concord Times newspaper, international community to mediate between government and APC. And Sierra Leone signs Benji Convention, and EcoBank launches US dollar digital bank. UNFPA fistula survivor shares her story. These are the headlines on the Concord Times newspaper.
20 years for killing best friend over a woman. So, watch you, Paddy. This is a very important story on political newspaper. You should read it today.
Why are you directing it to me?
No. I'm just telling you and every other person where they listen or watch me. 377 illegal gun manufacturers identified. School replaces FGM shrine. Judiciary to address 189 no trace cases. These are some of these stories on political newspaper.
And here on the satellite newspapers, after chief ministers surprise inspection over 100. And yeah, these and many other headlines are on the satellite newspaper.
And so these are some of the issues. And so yesterday, Solicitor General, they make some arguments as to why the constitutional review process should continue, which I don't think anybody in this country is in disagreement with, whether there's a need for a new constitution or not. But you really hope, say, all of this talk will finally lead to action. I remember during the campaigns, both political parties, APC and SPP, promised for make sure the constitutional review process is at the top of the agenda. And President Bill has a chance for get a legacy by putting forward a very grand, idealistic and ambitious constitution. We really fit the times now.
Exactly, but in the same vein, you get some facets of society we hold the point, say, considering the present political and social climate in the country, in ahead with the constitutional review process might not be so prudent. I mean, I read a write-up of Basita Michaels yesterday when a prominent lawyer. We bring out several points them and say what you may, the arguments are there. maybe not 100%, but here and there. And one of the points we bring out now the fact, see, presently you know get the opposition is still out of governance and all. And how would you ensure that the process of the constitutional review and waiting there for at the end of the day, inside the final document is reflective of not just the perception of a political party, we did it, but the general Sierra Leonean populace? Because hey, this is the thing. There are questions with regards the ECSL.
Yeah, but so the question now becomes: do you put pause on this? Because it seems as if we no go ever get the right time for review constitution. There is always one political drama after another.
As much as there is always one political drama after the other in Sierra Leone, there is as well the thing that we no ever get one that is as this one now. The nature of this one, get literally you do not have a functioning opposition, because and the two members from the opposition within a parliament, they are not necessarily representing the entire views of APC. Then
so whatever I mean, and at some point, whatever they agree on, some of these clauses will have to go to a national referendum.
And that is another argument. The point is that because there are questions with regards ECSL, I mean, the entire elections thing, the opposition is still disputing it, and all of which, would the referendum at the end of the day that is conducted by the ECSL, the outcome of that, would it be seen by the general Sierra Leonean population as a reflection of waiting really people them say at the end of the day?
Given that there are still questions about the 2023 election.
And her argument was, why there is a dialogue forum on the way already with the APC. Hopefully the entire thing with this present political stalemate where they go on will come to an end, and would be able to move on, and then you would have an all-inclusive process when it comes to the constitutional review. Now that's her argument. We look at it one way or the other. I think it has some valid points.
It does have some merit, and these are the things as well we also need for reflection. But okay, let me hear.
Yeah, maybe just before that, over 150 public servants queried, and interestingly, Jawad, I think 100 of those come out from where? The Ministry of Agriculture. Yes. Now that's the central ministry in terms of the big 5 game changers of President Bio for this in second term. It means that there is it leaves much to be desired. How are we going to achieve the feeds alone if you get 100 of the staff
just from one
Ministry of Agriculture?
They were not all working on a certain day, and that's the thing. So, but let me hear from more people here. We also don't talk about, of course, this major conversation this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, consensus in infantry planting.
God bless. John and Jawad, talking about the Constitution, I mean, the late man, Justice Kawan, may not go so far under review of the Constitution. I wonder which women don't spend so much. You know, I wonder what happened with that one, the way Justice Kawan may not go ahead with. All waiting, I mean, for need for do, for go by, and if any amendment say for do them or anything they for adjust everything they then do them. But I'm a bit scary because we know the attitude where you see each both parties still in the climate, you visit the Constitution. Me on fear now for me canon we forget third term. The president will come for third term. I guess make God.
I've been following the process, you know. I think, well, I mean, what he just this is what I've been going on. So from waiting cow and do, it don't can down, and some of those recommendations were accepted, some of those were rejected. It's reflected in the white paper, so that white paper and any paper review, and so said the add beef. And whether we read to it or time, at some point, some of these things we all get for votes on them. So, so it's a question of wait and see. But good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
Namtak from Central. Go on.
Yeah, thanks for I want to tell you plenty. Thank you, my brother, at the studio. The analysis mostly it can be so educative. I want to tell and thank you for that. Let's keep them up. I listen, my brother, from people planting. So if we win a radio Jeliba, we didn't all the radio them. This morning, the presidential advisor, it be the money coffee. I represent, you know, listen there. Why are they epic at the church? You know, so I don't here.
church epic church under. So I did about that first segment. It talk clear that 2 commissions them be done day. Sorry, that 2 reforms them be done day. The constitutional review. Pakaba do one, Ilefangi, former president Koma, he said can do you that 2. So the president come, he said what to make them be drop 2021. He said because then they'll sign treaty that ECOWAS 14. So you need to review constitution 1-2 years to elections. It is so that I made a take out one plot. So the government don't take up seriously for review. They talk take it down. So this AI game about this police business Jawad. Me at the take say police me at the same because me na police speaking. Who papa them police and this police are not the same. They want a money making police. Jawad take from Congo Coast to Monton Junction. Look at shot to Abadi Road. They take up from Eastern Police, Cottage, how do call them? Service Square, Client Town, Upgone, Pakana. So they are IG. Then come out. Then go further that people do.
Thank you very much. I want to keep 90 seconds as well, so we'll allow other people for us to call 79994993. Let's go and hear from more of you guys. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, Jawad.
Yes, Mompa.
Yeah, Jawad. You see, what I want to see about the bike rider there, they violate the traffic laws, even though they get traffic lights. Some people need a break. Most of the bike riders there. And again, outside the pedestrian in the work if traffic they na they go. Then they go people and put boku. They go see then don't bang na go. CBD for be protected. And also then for no say this na law abiding country. So they flout the system too much. Most of the accidents, even the junction, they know they check then they pass. You know what thing they happen? We get for very be careful because some man just get license on the way. You come to the area of the police. We want for lay, we see let them they give ticket. All this cook they do.
Tickets been there. Tickets been there. Yeah. The system was abused so badly that at some point anyway, that's another story for another day.
Yes. But you see, when you give tickets, you don't more create revenue towards the government because now bank then they go pay. No forget. And traffic police, no for this side, no time me complete 1-2 years. Therefore transfer other side, other sectors then they because say in the sense now mixed flavor you forget. That area of booking, it be. Even to the police them. Myself na bright example. Myself don't report case to anti-corruption where they even investigate and even prove the police them one thing na Congo because then go give them money because of the booking. Things are not good for we. Okay. But the people they still there, not I mean they still they work as traffic police. It's about syndicate.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let me hear you. Let me hear from more people. Yes, ticket been there and it was terrible. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Name Musa, call from?
I'm Musa. Musa,
go on.
I'm a keke rider, and this year I feel I'm too much. I'm not able to talk to them finally this morning. Where they drive for? I don't know if they support the police side, or I don't know whether they follow whether they this booking here, not this. Wait till they drive for talk. Wait till so but of the passenger wait till the street for from inside store for kind of Abadi now one of the points we say always the police them anytime pass but then by that take food there is that junction where go to the about back to the meet them where run down by Talon they back to the meet them so they make we the keke man they with the scared for kind of Abadi always then that is place here so we don't know anytime we do if we get everything I don't know one know waiting I want where you break and that Obo farm has his back, that body has his back. Mexican, that side of you. You will not break, you will go there, they take back the one after you. They know that this is a good deal. So we don't know. We really don't know what we really don't know.
All right. Thanks for saying these things out. I hope the one them more responsible also the area and monitor the injunctions there or them places there we don't call and see what they can do to sanitize the whole situation. Good morning.
Good morning, Mohamed Jawad Nyale.
Name what's the call from?
Capone Kaposki calling from Highmatch.
Welcome, Capone.
Thank you very much. I'm coming to the police there. Not so the traffic police no more corrupt. Even this traffic warden. Because me, like me, I don't understand the shit, and get other tickets there would are duplicate, so because I like to pay for ourselves. Believe it, me, no, they reflect the government accounts. One time been there, women be the drive Bowser from MP. I reached a boat checkpoint, just try and let them, they not give me Bowser logo it. They say they will charge me because of the Motrano of the logo. That's what you mean by logo. And then they put the logo. Because they don't check the license, check the Motrano, everything is correct. Then they say they will give me ticket. That's no, I don't get no problem with you now. I give me ticket. I tell ticket they will give me. And no, I think I don't. When I give me ticket, they say me go pay for and they immediately say, now I say, hey, I'm going to run for the petrol. Now I say like they allow give like the body. I say it's not possible. I say longer than this contract will take the ticket will take up to 72 hours for pay. You bring to say me the work out for that. They say no, what I pay the money. This is a black crossing with Canada at the checkpoint. In fact, I been never run by South and they went to talk to me. Now I say they give me the ticket. When I count the ticket, I said na be Serabendo in time, Madam Serabendo. When I can walk around mute me because Monday, who confirm say the ticket said, also legal tickets. I can't go the probably better for the area under. Like now one of our years me never know what the face go up. That's when they go the clap with glass cup.
All right.
So as far as me concerned, that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much. We have so many people as well. Who also must also mention that you also have some very, very professional officers as well on the streets.
Sure.
The only thing we're interested in are for keep the traffic flowing and do their job honestly. And but sometimes because the police know they deal with the bad one them they reflect badly on the general force itself. Good morning.
Kapos qui m'exclame laugh me brother. Thank you. Well, this is not a day we program get on too much.
Yes.
I agree with Father Oda with him picking first comment. That man is central. Because in the police, in Papa na been police. The first comment I agree with him. Why policeman for them have one position for almost years? Now because police corrupt. But what I want me, brother, you hear somebody, anyway, you guess them, they say the British, this, that. And don't left here for the past 63 years. What in Sierra Leone government, the past and present, don't add the road then na the city. Pass one grey road. You go blame British, they no widen the country, people country, then they widen. They will brother then why they work on the outside world. May they watch how they want them, they make them country. Why they know they copy them here? I tell you, we not get politicians, the Naruto they will get. I know Ben talks there. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change the bad politician among them, give a good citizen the way they want Sierra Leone for Sierra Leoneans.
Right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much for your prayers. 799-4993. 9:25 here, so we do have 5 more minutes. Let's see how many more calls can we put through. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Welcome.
Mr. Suleiman, the British at all. Outside no more than me there in station, Battle Street. You see them tick the way plant. When I did the witchman them day, them all have been bush. So they're not plan the city, they're not plan the town, they're not plan here at all. If you go to a Frenchman place who colonize, you will see how they plan it, they better. With the constitutional review process and all the rest of it, you know, I feel say so much money spent. I think what in political parties or government can do sometimes where they can want forget things their own way. Instead of supporting very prudent perceptions of people then where they can articulate for make a very civilized and positive laws for the country, they can always want for twist it, you know, for suit their own ends, where actually not serve the interest of the people. That was what APC did. So much money they spent for that Justice Coward. What did they come out with? They had 10 years for make them go implement most of them things they did. But then you pick waiting to suit their own interest and let the balance again. When your interest. Yeah.
Thank you.
So make justice be done, bro.
All right. Well, we are here now. Those we government, I didn't get the responsibility now for fix that problem there. I mean, but it's about time now. We should have a new constitution. But let's see. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, Lami Samura Koyatom.
Yes. Unfortunately, you get another na the video again. But like the question when we get, then driver there, then don't ever win case na court with the police there. Because if it is say when then traffic police there, then start na court. So whatever they say na left court, the court no go get for listen to witness or whatever. That means say the police they do things with impunity. Because me, I don't want to believe say in a court we get for do with traffic. Because if at least have somebody in a court and then the person go win the case, then next day you go take them. How for even charge the person. But when you charge them, they go convict them. Always. Then that again, because of the help for let them police and corrupt and sleep. We believe say them police there and then the more make the transport they affect you. Because if you don't go by CL, they get for book, get forgiveness or food, for bribe them so that they're not going to charge you go court. And now they create the problem really. Thank you, Jawad.
Thank you. Maybe we can put through one more call or two more callers. 928 now here from Studio Clock. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Name was I call from? Come again. You didn't hear your radio set. Move away from him. All right. Please call us again and just move away from your radio set before you call. It's so hard to get through, so we're not glad away your radio set because considering how much strain is it for get through to the line. Good morning.
Yeah, no, sorry from Central.
You're welcome, sir.
Yesterday, I really talked about where we attend one climate conference in Kenya.
She was scheduled to attend.
Well, no, so it's the invitation. Whose capacity they attend us?
Yes, she was listed as the mayor of Freetown on the program list.
Okay, because I consider as educated as she is, but matter of fact, we lost them as I don't say before I assume office is supposed to swear in. I'm not saying that man will attend a conference as mayor, we not even don't take oath. So now that make actually be one no because why that next time you got an opportunity and nobody will call because mayor will attend a conference because it's offices if you perform well. If for instance take Kande Umkela, then they get conferences where they invite them as ordinary Kande Umkela. And I tell you this story. Now why do you work? The boss, in fact, call a whole meeting. If say any carry in name, no opener. But we the one we carry the office, open and put an entry. Because as individuals, we can perform in certain areas. They can invite we as individuals who go attend any kind of thing. That don't mean say because mayor or be mayor, you go Kenya up and conference, but they invite us. Meaning somebody will not do something on climate change. We consider that for saying I'm here to go represent. Although you say you see the invitation. So we're really later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And let me put through one last call and then I mean one bonus call. It's 9:30 already here. And let's go. Good morning. Hello.
Hello and good morning, Jawad. This is a concern citizen.
Yes, sir. Go on.
Jawad, now we see we blame the police. Everybody they talk against the police. Yes, this is but at the same time again, what they cause these political conflict in the country now as a result of when you put one criminal and one green position, certain people when they try for pulling a certain position, they class them for be political witch hunt. And so all these they bring problem come at the country. And two, me I want to forbid the government. Make them watch to that. One green man in a traffic for 6-7 years. I remember I talked to 1-2 way from the time I know them over 7-8 years they are in traffic. Because now this time they change them, then you say, oh, now because of them belongs to party A and I make them change them. You see all these secret chaos at the country. And number two thing they want to way back I mentioned, you know, I really feel that at the time social. Now this constitution I review. Is it that as the government will come and touch and go, are we not going to have a conclusion? We are begging this government that we come to a conclusion and get a final something.
All right.
I rest my case.
Thank you very much. And we end on that particular note today, and this is where we draw the curtain down on the show here this morning. TV and all viewers on Facebook. Many thanks to Choice FM in the East End of Freetown. A lot of thanks to the producers in here as well. Mina Mohammed Jawad, and we will be back again here tomorrow.